Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, I'm out here on Outer Loop at Racetrack Gas Station. I was going through the comment section last night on YouTube, and somebody suggested that I do the top gas station food places here in Louisville. After that suggestion, I went on Facebook and I put out a poll on everybody's opinions on the top gas station food spots here in Louisville. One of them was overwhelmingly voted on, which I'm going to save that one for last. So don't click out of the video because I'm saving the best for last. I'm going to the top 4 voted on places here in Louisville. Before I get going though, I got to do some shout outs. First of all, I need everybody to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing one that's going to upload next Saturday about when I got ran over by the school bus a year and a half ago. I'm going to go ahead and tell some things that I haven't told anybody besides my family and closest friends that have to do with that situation and how I've been dealing with it since then. Another thing, we got a video coming out Wednesday. Ran into a couple at Red Hog Butcher Shop, Tony and Tiana. They're going to be joining Melissa and I, and we're going to have a little date night review at Weeded Pizza, and that review's coming out Wednesday. So stay tuned for that one. Also, got some special thank you shout outs. Got some people sent me some gifts this week. I had Tom Higdon sent me $10. Bill North, always true and blue, comes through in the clutch, sent me another $25. Shelly Kimmel from over in Southern Indiana, she sent me $15, and Shelly said I inspired her. She's about ready to start her own YouTube channel, Food Reviews. And last but not least, Jazer sent me $5. All right. So Racetrack was one of the places that was highly suggested. I saw some people talking about their pizza. I saw something about egg rolls. But anyway, I want to go in, check out, and I want to get what I believe to be their best selection of food. All right, coming in. First thing that strikes me when I come in, this place is as clean as a pin, and it smells like heaven. They got hot dogs for y'all that like a good all-beef hot dog. And there's that pizza they were telling me about. Different assortment kinds. Man, that one looks interesting. Breakfast pizza. They got empanadas. I'm sure they got probably a pretty big Hispanic population lives out this way around Okolona. And then they got burgers, biscuits, pretzels, wedges, chicken fingers. Pretty big size operation here. All right, you see there, they got the Krispy Kremes. Looks like the breakfast crowd pretty much wiped them out. But this looks like a big draw over here. Swirl World, where you can get different kinds of, looks like frozen yogurts. And then you come over here and there's a toppings bar. You put anything on it you want to. They have a pretty good size dine-in area here, but I want to go ahead and eat on this outdoor veranda, fancy way of calling a truck stop picnic area. See here, got several tables this way, and it wraps around all the way around here in the front. There's several tables. All right. Got a nice big fan blowing out here, even though it's 90 degrees. It's very comfortable. I'm going to start with pepperoni. Nice looking crust. Put a little scalini on it. Believe it or not, it's actually better than some pizza places I've been to. But this is what caught my eye. This is the breakfast pizza. It's got sausage, bacon, egg, and it looks like some kind of cheese or something on there. I think that's a chipotle sauce. All right, storm season is upon us, as you know, and you're going to be needing a good roofer. That's why I'm here today, tell you about Morley Roofing. Been in business since 1981. The owner, Kevin Morley, he stands by his work, and you will need no money down, and if you mention this ad, it's a 22% discount on your out-of-pocket expense.
If your roof looks poorly, call Morley.
See the egg on there? I got the chicken empanada. Wow, I can already tell that crust is flaky. Bill North sent me this couple bottles of the big size Grace. I'm almost done with that first bottle, Bill. I brought the second one in the car to make sure I wouldn't run out of Grace. All right, here we go. Chicken empanada. I think that's jalapeno, believe it or not. Got a nice spicy sauce in there with that jalapeno. Believe it or not, it's one of the best empanadas I've ever had. But this ranks right up there at the top, and I'm not just fronting. A good flaky crust. Wash it down a little diet. As I said, the last stop is the best. It was actually my first stop, but I'm saving it for last. I can tell you right now, you don't want to miss the end because it's actually one of the best soul food joints in the city of Louisville. So don't click out of the video. All right, on to the next stop. I'm going south end, west end, east end. We're in the south now. I'm headed on to the west end right now. All right, I'm down here on 10th and Broadway at Platinum Food Mart. I guess this was probably about the second most voted on place that was recommended to me last night. I went ahead, did a little recon, went in there. They got some good looking chicken, really nice looking catfish fillets, whole bunch of good sides. It's just like down home soul food in there. But anyway, you see they got the crispy chicken franchise here. I know that I've seen those in other gas stations around. It's really good quality chicken. But I got my eye on that catfish in there, so we'll see.
Come in droves, look. Shit.
All right.
You plastered.
I'm plastic?
Plastered.
All right.
I'm stitched.
He's stitched. His name's Roderick. He's going to help me critique this food today.
Oh, you got some bubbles too? Ooh-wee.
I'm going to eat the catfish, and he's going to have the chicken thigh. Also, I got red beans and rice and mac and cheese.
And Marcelli's.
All right.
Voila.
I want to make me a little sandwich with the catfish. Roderick, since you're a guest, I'm going to let you go first and see what you think of it.
Smoky.
It's got some kind of little biscuit, flaky.
This is a mama name, right?
There's just some paper towels. That looks juicy.
Succulent. Louisiana.
It tastes like Louisiana, but it's hotter.
Nashville.
Not Nashville hot, but it's spicier than Louisiana
A
hot
good old
sauce.
Opry hot. Something that'll be in the green room.
That's some good tasting catfish. Look at that. White and flaky. It's got a good cornmeal breading on it.
A lobster tail.
And I got the red beans and rice and mac and cheese. You already know the hot sauce is going on the red beans and rice. and eventually the mac and cheese too, but I'm gonna taste it naked.
Ah.
All right, Roderick. Let me get your honest opinion on that chicken thigh. Honest.
I mean, it's a little salty for me, but it's candy. You know, when you go with the bread.
Yeah. You know what? I like salty though. So that's probably right up my alley. Let me get into these red beans and rice. See what they're working with here. Pretty solid, I will say. And they ain't stingy with these sides either.
So you saute it in like an onion.
When I make red beans and rice, I do. Now let me get in this mac and cheese, see what they're talking about. Good juicy dark meat. That's why I like dark meat. Mmm.
Like onion rings.
Who don't?
You see the.
Good solid mac and cheese too. Good and cheesy. That's the creamy style mac and cheese. Ah, man, it's hot out here.
On the oven, are up top with deluxe. Like stovetop.
Stovetop. The mac and cheese?
Yeah.
No. No, it don't taste like it come out of a box. Dip this biscuit in the red beans and rice.
Okay. The Hoyas.
By the way, this is basmati rice. It's really good.
This is like the gravy's already attached.
Yep.
You didn't have to smother it in there.
I appreciate you sharing a meal with me, giving us your expertise. I can tell you appreciate a good chicken thigh.
Lady Eloise.
All right, well, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm going to move on down to the next stop, so you have a good one. Peace.
Don't break the...
All right, I'm out here on Shoveville Road in the Middletown area at the BP station. As you see, they've got the crispy broaster chicken franchise here. And I was going to go somewhere else that had the similar broaster chicken down on Brownsboro Road, but they were out of pork chops. So I have my heart set on pork chops, and I knew that the BP station here on Shoveville Road had it. Well, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I got here late, but I had my heart set on a pork chop. So at least I'm going to get that, and I'm getting some wings and wedges. Just your typical gas station store. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. As I said, I had to have that pork chop. Nothing like a good fried pork chop. I got some wings and wedges. So put a little grace on there. Why play around? You know what's going on there anyway. But yeah, I love these pork chops. And they're good size too.
And try this sauce too, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Mmm. Still juicy and moist and hot with a nice crunchy breading. Good wedges. Now, let's see what's going on with these wings. I like the whole wings too. Victory wing pull. Now, they want me to try these tenders, chicken tenders. They look good. I see in the breading, it's got pepper in it. So, you know, I like a lot of peppery taste in my breading, so these look like they're gonna be good. They give me a couple sauces to go with it. Honey mustard and the original sauce. That looks interesting. It looks tangy and like kind of like it's spicy. Got my buddy over gassing up his car, Mark Moser. Y'all might remember him in the I Love Pollo review, Ernesto's place. He's been hiding on me.
Make sure you're covered in grace there, B. Make sure you're covered in grace.
I gotta try some of this original sauce on the pork chop. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all notice I got my Tim Pages shirt. If y'all watch that review, I ate a fried pork chop in that thing. In that review, I swear the pork chop was like that big around. Once they realized what I was doing here, now all of a sudden, they're cooking up catfish. Brought me out a leg and a thigh. I've already had the strips, the tenders, the wings, the wedges. And this is actually my 4th stop of the day, even though it's number 3 in the line on the video. When I leave here, I'm actually going to take you back to the first stop, which is going to be the last one on the video and the best. So don't go away on that. All right, they also gave me a biscuit. These are interesting. They're smaller, but they're butter biscuits. See, it's already got the butter in there. We'll get into the thigh first, man. It just came out of the fryer. That's too hot. I'm going to let that cool down some. Look at the breading on these, man. Ain't no double snapping turtle on this right now. It's way too hot. This breading on here is a little salty. But as I've always said, I like it salty. All right. Now for the leg. Wow. That is hot. Nothing like eating piping hot chicken straight out of the fryer, sitting out in 95 degrees in the sun, no shade. That's what you call Viking. I swear I'm not eating another morsel the rest of the day. Look at that crispy breading on there. It just holds right up. It's got good backbone. It's a flaky breading. I'm going to tear this in half before I get into it. Oh, look at that white flakiness. And this thing is scalding hot. I need asbestos mittens just to hold this. Y'all don't know nothing about this. And of course, showered in grace. Ah. Hot. All right. I lied, folks. I told y'all I wasn't going to eat another bite today, but they want me to try their homemade jambalaya. What, you hear that? You got red beans and rice and jambalaya as a side. You can get wedges. Is it everything going all right? He's helping me adjust the camera. I'm too fat to get back in and out of this picnic table. So I'm going to finish it up here. Now I swear this really is going to be the last thing I eat today. Okay, I've got the men in the trenches that provide all this awesome food. And which one of y'all fried the chicken? Was it you?
He's the one.
Okay, what's your name?
Mohit.
All right, and are you all related or?
We are like friends and family.
Friends and family, cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Got a fine looking group of guys here. For you women out there that are single, come on in there and get you some good chicken and say hello to the fellas.
No, I'm married.
Oh, okay. All right.
You guys are
There's
single.
all right, there you go. The two on the right still single.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank y'all. Everything was great.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm out here on Cane Run and Ralph Avenue at Better Way Food Mart. I'm actually starting here on my first stop today, but I'm not putting it in the video until last. You know the old saying, save the best for last, or the last shall be first, the first shall be last. Look that up. Parable of the vineyard worker, by the way. It's a good example of saved by grace. But anyway, Better Way Food Mart has been recommended to me for years and years. I was actually going to do a review here anyway by itself, but when I got the suggestion about doing the best gas station food in Louisville, of course I had to put it in there. I'm actually here at 10 a.m. in the morning because I want to get breakfast and lunch. I've already gone inside. I've been scouting it out. They got some good looking food in there and people are lined up. So I already know it's good. This place is packed, people coming and going, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to show you here in just a second. All right, I'm going to start the tour off. You can see, as I said, busy. There's always a line. We've got multiple registers. I see. That way when they get really slammed, they can get people out of here real quick. Pre-made sandwiches there. And I'll show you the buffet in just a second. Not buffet, but their steam table where they dip out of. Got the good fountain Cokes and Big Red. I'm already liking what I'm seeing here. They got an assortment of groceries. Oh, and if you like to gamble a little bit, they got these like poker slot machines. And they even have a dine-in section, which works out really good because it's going to be 100 degrees out today. So I'm going to take advantage of this dine-in while I can. All right, you can see why this place is packed. Look at them, homemade biscuits. They're not even playing. And then all the fixings. Gravy, eggs, sausage, hash browns. They even got some fried bologna back there, which I'm getting. And that looks like, oh, thank you. What is this dish right here on your far right middle?
It's casserole, it's sausage, eggs, potatoes, gravy, chicken.
Oh my gosh.
It goes that way.
Can I get some of that too, please? Breakfast casserole. No wonder it's almost gone. It looks good. This is going to be the start of a long day, even though I'm showing this one last. As I said, this is my first stop, but everything looks so good. I'm getting way more than I intended on eating here. And as you all know, I come showered in grace. And I didn't want to take chances on having to use ketchup packets. So I even brought my own ketchup. All right. Their breakfast casserole got gravy in there. So if I had known that, I got this last. If I had known that, I probably wouldn't even have got the biscuit and gravy. But I also had to get a piece of fried bologna. How many places, gas stations, you know where you can get biscuit and gravy with fried bologna? All right. I guess the only thing I really didn't bring, I should have, was a pepper shaker to save me some time here, because y'all know I like a lot of pepper. Speaking of a lot of pepper, check out that Holly's Poorhouse video I did where I found it was one of those pepper grinders, and all I did was basically take the lid off the pepper shaker and it spilled all over my food. All right, here we go. Biscuit and gravy, sausage gravy. That's good. The only thing I couldn't get up there I wanted was a runny egg to go over the top of that. All right. Y'all know how I like to do it. Now I can eat. Love the way that grace in ketchup accentuates that gravy. Wash it down with a little diet. Now, the breakfast casserole. I don't know if I told you it's got fried potatoes in there too. Sausage, egg, fried potatoes, gravy, and I think biscuit. You already know I'm accentuating. Man, this is a busy place. The ladies behind the counter, they're wonderful. And I think I'm going to get one or two of them to talk here in a little bit when I go back up and get my lunch. It's Fish Friday, so I'm really looking forward to lunch after this breakfast. All right, you know I'm going to have to get some of this Hungry Man meatloaf, see if I can make me a meatloaf sandwich. Let you know I didn't like it.
Oh, yay! What's your favorite part, casserole?
Well, actually, it's a toss-up between the casserole and the gravy, and the biscuit and gravy, yep. It's a toss-up. I'm still waiting to order the lunch, but I see so many good things, like y'all got the Salisbury steak, Hungry Man meatloaf, fish. So I'm going to have to narrow it down to two choices. What would you suggest that I get for my two choices?
Well, the Hungry Man is the best thing right now because you can get like either 2 pieces of meatloaf, you can get 2 pieces of Salisbury steak, you can get one of each with 2 sides and a roll of bread. And then, well, the fish sandwich is really good too. Our cod is very popular. It's like we make our meatloaf in house, our green beans, greens.
Is there any way on the meatloaf that I can get an order of white bread with a slice of onion and some mayonnaise and make a sandwich?
However you want it.
Because that's my signature dish right there is a good meatloaf sandwich.
Yep, we can do that. We can
And
make it a sandwich
the
and then
sides,
get
what
it
kind of
to
good sides you got?
Oh, we got all kinds. Today, let's see, there'll be broccoli rice casserole, sweet potato casserole. We have loaded baked potato, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, corn, greens, kale greens.
Oh,
We got like potato salad, coleslaw,
man.
onion rings, potato wedges.
I won't put you on there. All right, well, I mean, as you can see, this is not just your typical gas station with food. They got home cooking here.
Yes. We come in we're here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Getting it ready for y'all at 5.
And how long you been working here, young lady?
This time, because I've worked here before, but this time, 2 years.
Okay, now how many years total?
Total about 11.
11? All right, so you know your way around this kitchen.
Yes.
All right, and young lady, you got any words of wisdom for us? How long you been here?
I've been here about a year, but I quit, so I just started like last week again.
But
So total.
you left, but they drew you back in, huh?
Yeah.
And where'd you go to high school?
Shawnee.
All right, and young lady, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Western like 18 years. I graduated in 2000.
Look at here. Ice cold drinks, Faygo. You ain't gonna find any Faygo out in Middletown, that's for sure. If y'all want the good stuff, you gotta come out south and west. All right, I'm still waiting on all the meatloaf and the fish, but they said their chicken livers were ready. So, I'm not a big chicken liver guy, but they did have some of that white gravy left. Got a whole pint of these chicken livers here. A little small gravy to dip. Oh, hot. These livers are fresh out of the fryer. That's a good looking one there. Right there. Yeah, I've been sitting there waiting for 30 minutes after I got done with that breakfast, waiting on the lunch. So I had to have a little something to take the edge off here. Sam, National Treasure, if you're watching this video, you got to come out here for the chicken livers. I know you're going to love them. All right, I'm ordering my stuff, but they got the broccoli cheese rice casserole. Mac and cheese. Looks good and cheesy. They got, what kind of greens is it? Kale greens?
Those are kale, yes, sir.
Kale greens. Most of the time you get collard, but they got kale. Sweet potatoes. And this is their loaded potato casserole. Is that what you said it's called?
Yes, sir.
I guess that consists of cheese and bacon.
Cheese, bacon, sour cream, cheese.
Sour cream and cheese also.
Potatoes.
Yep. And it looks like peach cobbler. Excuse me, if you don't, or apple. And ribs. You can get you a rib dinner. Look like you get about 4 or 5 bones in there. The meatloaf, which I'm about ready to show you in a second. There's those chicken livers I just had. Chicken fingers.
I'll do meatloaf.
Chicken.
Yes.
Pizza rolls, if you're from Chicago. What? White, please. More unhealthier, the better. And the wedges. They ain't playing. Corn dogs, just like you're at the state fair. Moving along. I got the meatloaf dinner. Comes with 2 slices of meatloaf. I went ahead and got that loaded potato casserole and the kale greens. Like I said, down home. And y'all knew I was going to have to make a meatloaf sandwich. And because it comes with 2 pieces of meatloaf, I got 4 pieces of bread. And they went ahead and sliced me some onion. Perfect sandwich size. Oh, and by the way, $9.99 plus tax. Y'all know how I do it. And of course, saved by grace. Look at all that. $9.99. Wish I'd done a little diet. I gotta try this loaded potato casserole. I love twice baked potatoes. It's got the same thing in there. Bacon, onion, sour cream, all blended together. I was going to get mac and cheese, but the young lady told me that this was their most popular side item. I can see now why. We got good and cheesy. All right. I'm going to put some grace on it in a minute, but now I want to try these kale greens. I like kale greens because they have a good texture. You know, they stay pretty solid. That is so good. See, look at those greens. And they ain't stingy with them either. Look at that. I see bits of, looks like country ham in there. I ain't even put the grace on yet. Now let me accentuate. First, the loaded potato. Y'all out there in the East End, it's a 25-minute drive out here. Not even 25 if you don't hit traffic. This might be some of the best down-home cooking in Louisville. Forget the gas station. I'm talking about soul food in Louisville, period. These greens make me want to drop kick somebody. Let me just say, I had no intention of ordering this much food, but I'm fat, as you know, and when I see something I know it's good, I got to get it. Getting their fish sandwich, cod. It's got a good, looks like cracker meal breading on there. Nice little filet cut. You can get a dinner, but I got it for a sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and put some onion on it. A little tartar. And, of course, shower it in grace. I could have got white bread, wheat bread, or a bun. So I'm going to just go with the bun. Nice looking sandwich right there. That's some quality, flaky, white cod right there. I showed you those chicken livers. They got gizzards. Y'all know I love gizzards. Good crunchy breading, hand breaded. Now you know anytime I'm eating soul food and there's banana pudding, I gotta have it. I started at the bottom, got that wafer. That's really good. I ain't gonna say it's like Soulful Choices level or Tim Page's Corner Store, but this is really good. Oh, don't let me leave out Big Hops and Franco's. They got really good banana pudding too. All right. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming along with me today on my little adventure across Louisville. Like I said, I cover everything from the west end, the south end, all the way out to the east end. So I hope you enjoyed your little journey. I hope it wasn't too long for you. Watch those videos. Wednesday, the upload to Weeded Pizza. And next Saturday is going to be the video production of my bus incident 2 years ago. All right, so I'm going to head on out of here. And y'all don't know nothing about this Louisville gas station food.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.